Okay, well, if I ever have to do this again, I will be using a table saw to rip each board to the same size, because the biggest challenge I found was keeping the boards level without having too many ridiculous gaps. Alright, what's up guys? Today I'm starting on my pallet wood wall. A trophy room slash video editing. To start with, I've got 10 pallets. I picked them up free from Rural King. They just set them outside. Any local businesses, they usually set these pallets outside because they know people will take them for free. What we're going to be doing is basically cutting the nails in half so we can get these boards off easier than hitting them off with a hammer and breaking them all. The kind of blade you want is the one with the small teeth. This one's called like a bi-metal or something like that. Actually, it says right there, metal, 24 teeth per inch. Well, I thought that I would just be able to rip the boards right off, but it wasn't working, so I decided to use a hole punch or a nail punch and hammer the heads of the nails down far enough to where I could easily rip the board off. Okay, so I decided that the sawzalling the nails was probably the harder method, so instead I'm just going to cut the boards off on the side with the circular saw, and I'll do that in a fraction of the amount of time.
Sorting wood by size is because we're going to build a pallet wood wall in our Lego room, so our dad can have a bow room too.
So they're sorting these for me, trying to get them in different groups of sizes, and then those are the ones that will run horizontally, the ones that are close to the same size. So pretty much every pallet is what I'm finding has little bit different sizes, so we gotta sort them the best we can.
Daddy, this doesn't go.
Okay, well, I've got about 10 pallets all torn apart, and I pressure washed them just to get the dirt off and things like that, bugs, whatever, mold, and it was so much more work than I thought to do those 10 pallets that I decided that I'm not going to do anything else to them, other than just hang them up. So we kind of got a bunch of them here. And I'm kind of laying them out to see what they're going to look like. And I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. Because honestly, I really don't want to tear apart more pallets. And I'm thinking if I make it halfway down or more, that maybe I can build something like a shelf in the shape of or like a tree in the shape of a shelf. Or something other than continuing to rip these pallets apart. But it's going to look awesome when it's done. So what I'm doing here is marking where the studs are behind the drywall, because I want to make sure when I'm putting on the pallet wood boards that I'm nailing into studs, 2x4 studs. Got a little over half the wall done, as you can see. Looks pretty cool. There's spots. Man, I was really struggling up top. I mean, you can see spots up here, big old gaps. So tomorrow I'm gonna take some and rip them down on the table saw, some little bitty slivers, and stick in there in 2 different gaps I see. And then right here, I'm gonna have to make a custom piece that's bigger right here, and it tapers down and gets smaller. Because what I was trying to do is I was starting at the top, working my way down, and I'm trying to keep it level. And I was struggling because a lot of the boards, just because you want to fit them up tight together. But sometimes if you do that, then it throws, by the time you get to the other side, you're not level anymore, which is why I have some gaps. So towards the end of the wall there, man, it started to go a lot better. I don't know if I was just matching up boards better, if I was just getting better boards or what, but there's not very many gaps at all. It looks real good there. Alright guys, I got about 3/4 of the pallet wood wall done. Got about 2.5 foot left on the bottom, and I couldn't wait any longer. I went ahead and hung some deer heads on the wall. Okay, well, if I ever have to do this again, I will be using a table saw to rip each board to the same size, because the biggest challenge I found was keeping the boards level without having too many ridiculous gaps. So that's what we're gonna do now. About 2 foot left on the bottom of the wall, and I'm ripping down these boards on the table saw. That's gonna make it a lot easier nailing them up. So when you get a bunch of boards that are pretty close to the same size, try to pick one of the smaller boards, set your blade width to that board. Okay, Hunter's gonna get the honors putting on the last piece for the pallet wood wall.
I've already done a ton though. Yay.
Hold it up from the bottom. It's gotta be up against the. There you go. I'm getting ready to. All these deer here that I never did get mounted. We're gonna hang those right here. Boom, 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 boom. I think it's gonna look pretty good. So I want to show you what I am doing to do that. I think you guys can handle that part. So I believe I cut these to 8 inches. Yeah, so we're gonna go 4 inches. Okay, so we got a T like this. We're gonna mount it right there like that. So all the deer skulls have a hole in the back here where the spinal cord comes through. So basically we're going to end up hanging it from there. There's going to be a screw. That's all that's going to be holding it in. Alright, so this is basically the setup for hanging a European mount, the way I kind of do it. Have that bent up, bend it down just a little bit.
Then put the deer hat on.
And we're going in that hole right there.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Look at this one.
That bottom one's a little bit sideways, guys.
And check out this red one that
It's another day, and we're gonna be making some. We're gonna be making a bow hangers to hang up my recurves and stuff. So bow holders to where it's either got a 3-inch and a 6-inch away from the wall rod. You're gonna be using a broom handle and some pallet wood. Stick with me. Kind of just think of what you'd want and just start cutting and nailing these boards together. So I'm gonna staple this together like this, and then we'll drill holes here and here. Alright, here's the bow hanger. And I'm gonna get ready to bring the computer desk up now. Set everything up. This is awesome. Alright guys, well, as you can see behind me, this is the wall that we made in this video. And yeah, it's a great wall for telling people bye. Thanks for watching. And if you guys like hunting and fishing videos, subscribe below. Click the subscribe button, click the little bell button next to it. And that's mainly what we do here on this channel. Lots of hunting, fishing, cat fishing, and deer hunting really is the main things. Shooting bows, a lot of archery, a little bit of traditional archery. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, suggestions, tips, I'm no expert on this stuff, so this is just how I did it. Leave some tips below for everybody else that's watching. See you later.